I love how you insist on walking alone, using the road less traveled by. But these roads can be so dangerous, especially when it gets dark. Oh, I'm sorry for startling you. I usually don't approach you. I hope you don't think I'm rude. It's just because of those dumb social constructs. Oh, you know how I'm not to socialize with those who are supposedly beneath me. Oh, I hope you don't think I'm like those rude, stuck-up brats. I actually find you much better company than my fake friends. But tonight's different. I can't let you walk home alone in those soaking wet clothes. Who knows what can happen? Some dangerous, filthy vermin might hurt you. Why don't you come dry off in my limo? Would you like a hot drink? There you go, darling. I hope you're feeling more comfortable. Oh, what's that? You're wondering why I'm approaching you? Oh, darling, don't play dumb. You know exactly why I approached you. You can't lie to me, darling. Oh, your red face is so adorably red, darling. What's that? You're getting flustered from me calling you darling? Oh, but isn't that what you wanted? For me to be your girlfriend? Considering you're the one who slipped this sweet love confession into my bag in the library. Does this letter look familiar, darling? Oh, I didn't know your face can get any redder, but judging from the gorgeous red blush on your face, it looks more than familiar, doesn't it? Of course it does. It belongs to you. I don't know why you even bothered to sign it with your secret admirer. It's not much of a secret to me. But I have a lot of secret admirers. How do I know it's you? Well, darling, it's doused in your signature intoxicating scent, and just the style of the writing is so painfully you. You're my most special admirer, darling. I could recognize you anywhere. Nothing about you is much of a secret, except what's hidden underneath those layers of wet clothes. Oh, don't worry, darling. I'll eventually see what's underneath. Oh my, is it getting hot in here? No, it's not. Perhaps I should turn the temperature up. Are you sure it's not hot? Why don't I help you get out of those wet clothes? I have to admit, you look absolutely gorgeous, pressed up against the seat with me on top of you. Breathe, darling, breathe. It's unhealthy to hold your breath. You'll forget you're holding your breath if you do it for too long. Oh, don't worry, darling. I'm joking. I promise. It's not funny. Oh, darling, I'm sorry for acting so indecently, but you're just so irresistible. Oh, it was so painful for me to wait until you left to look into my bag. Usually I would throw my love letters away, but this letter was special. It was from you. You see, usually I only have two types of admirers. The ones who worship the ground I walk on. They are so clingy. They follow me everywhere, always asking if they can do anything to help. It's sweet at first, but the nice helpful act gets old, especially when I figure out that they are just after my family's fortune, that it was all fake. Then there's the second kind of admirers. They don't even try to hide their motives of using me to gain access to my family's wealth. It's hilarious how arrogant they are. They offer me a deal that I can use them however I want, but only if they use me in return. You see, it's a deal, and it's only fair if it goes both ways. Unfortunately for them, I never agreed to the deal. They didn't have anything to offer me that I don't already have. But you're different, darling. You didn't even try to approach me. You were satisfied with just admiring me without any secret motives. I could feel your eyes on me, always quick to look away when I looked up. I just had to see what you had to write to me that you couldn't say to me face to face. Your sweet, pure love letter to me, your attempt to be discreet was adorable. I could see your bright red blush from across the room. It was strange, really. You were acting more nervous around me lately, and you tensed up the moment I entered the library. I had a strike of paranoia that you had figured out my secret, that you were trying to avoid me. But you were just nervous around me because you were ready to reveal your secret to me. Thank goodness, I was getting restless. Not being able to see you around, not being able to watch and observe you as I usually do. I was so curious as to why you were avoiding me. I almost gave in to my desires and decided to approach you at the library. I know I shouldn't approach someone of lower status in public. Who knows what gossip and nonsense those flies will start spreading. But you're different, darling. I just can't seem to stay away from you. I was so happy when instead you did it first. I stayed still, fighting the urge to watch you. You have a certain air to you. It's mesmerizing to watch. You were getting closer to me, taking the long way to my seat. I thought you were going to talk to me, confront me. I was ready to confess my love for you. I was so nervous, but you walked up behind me, and I heard the slightest rustle of papers. My bag was behind me, left open. I played into your little plan perfectly, didn't I? When I finally was able to be alone, I had to read it a few more times. You don't know how happy you made me. Darling, to think that the person I had spent most, if not all my time thinking about and following every day, felt the same way about me. I'll admit, it's going to take me a few more reads to memorize every single word you wrote about me. My favorite line was, I haven't been able to stop thinking about you, no matter what I do. I fear I have fallen so deeply in love with you. What could you have possibly been afraid of, darling? You were afraid I wasn't going to accept your confession, that I won't love you back. You thought that I was too good for you. Oh, darling, that's so silly. You have nothing to worry about, nothing to fear, because, you see, I also have a secret confession to make. I love you too. I love you more than you can ever imagine. I'm so desperately in love with you. I'm mesmerized with everything about you. I can't stop thinking about you. I can't even focus on my schoolwork. My professors, classmates, family are all getting concerned. My father even offered that I take a vacation to Hawaii to relax. That's my favorite place, to relax and get away from those gossiping flies. But I can't possibly imagine my life without you. How could I ever leave you behind? The only place I feel calm and relaxed now is by your side. Everything I do these days is think about you, from how I spend my time to what dress I should wear. It all comes back to you, to what you would like better. You're my entire world, darling. I would kill for you without hesitation. Oh, don't look so scared, darling. I haven't yet, but I have to admit that I've come close to those idiots that can't seem to stay away from you. I had to let my anger out, but I didn't do anything fatal. They will recover eventually. They might have a few scars, but that's only to warn them to stay away from you, to never steal you from me. Oh, darling, you look a little overwhelmed. I know you must be thinking, it's too good to be true, but I assure you, all of this is real. My love for you is just as real as your love for me. Oh my, that's so satisfying to say your love for me. You love me, you think about me, you dream about me. This is everything I've ever wanted, for you to be by my side. Tell me you love me, won't you? I need to hear it. I want to watch your lips shape every single syllable and feel your love for me. Oh, darling, your love is like a drug. Look me in the eyes and tell me you love me again. I can never get enough of you. Tell me that you can't live without me, that you need me like I need you, that you would do anything and everything for me, that you would give up your entire life to be with me. Oh, you're shaking. You must be so excited to be with me. I promise I'll have you shaking more tonight in our bed. I promise I'll make you feel oh so good. Come on, be good, darling, and tell me just how much you love me.